Who is this dude? Apparently this TikToker's like running away from the police right now, or is like wanted by the police. Let's check it out, my new Atozy. We had quite a few Atozy videos and quite a few Sunny B2 videos I wanted to check out today as well. So let's get right into it.
This TikToker just got outed for scamming his audience, his girlfriend, and lying about being a multi-millionaire, all while he's apparently still wanted by the police. So it's safe to say we have quite the story here today. So remember this guy?
All the things are going to chase us down, innit?
No. HS has walked off. Left his McLaren and walked off.
Well,
okay, I don't remember that one. Oh, okay. I don't remember the guy. I remember that clip.
That's HS Tiki-Taki, and this absolute moron crashed a McLaren that he rented, abandoned it, leaving his friend injured at the scene. What a great guy, and obviously I've covered this guy before as he fled the wreck he caused, totaling the McLaren that he claimed was his, but was not even his. And then I guess on top of that, he rented this car from a friend who is obviously not a friend anymore.
Now he basically was borrowing that McLaren that day specifically, just for a quick video shoot with his really stupid friend General G. And yeah, I let him borrow it real quick for the music video just because, as a personal favor. He told me he was insured. As you can see, the contract said he had to cover his own insurance, all of this sort of stuff. But unfortunately, insurance doesn't cover you when you put a bunch of stuff up your nose the night before.
So this McLaren rental was apparently for his music videos,
Damn!
and like many other music videos, they flex
Yeah,
things they don't own, and this is no different. And as we talked about last time, HS, he didn't just flee the scene, he actually fled the country. He fled from England to Dubai. And in my last video, we covered that he was apparently going to be willing to work together with the police and return to the UK. He didn't do so. And it doesn't look like he intends to do so either because, you know, he's still in
Why would he?
Then on top of that, it's now been a month since he claimed he was going to turn himself in. So it's safe to say it doesn't look like he'll be turning himself in. And all while he's not turning himself in, his recent videos show him moving his entire family to Dubai and then buying a new Lamborghini on top of that. And obviously,
Sure.
quotation marks, because I don't think this guy's buying anything. And why do I say that? Well, allegedly, he can't even make the payments for the borrowed wrecked McLaren that he had. Just so we're all on the same page, the guy who wrecked a rented McLaren, then fled the country, bought a new Lamborghini. Sure, bud. And then not even 2 weeks after
this
he posted the
recent
new
one? I
car,
thought it was a
he
past
posted
one.
this.
Just turned up to the police station to get my car out the impound, and they're saying it's a 30-day impound. This is not helping the rental allegations at all. 30 days. So now I can get it on the 16th of December. Oh, man. I'm going to have to get another car now.
So, that's definitely not helping the allegations at all. I mean, you can't get a car out of an impound lot if it's not on your name. Just saying. But while the police haven't located HS yet, his ex-friend who rented him the car actually flew out to Dubai because he claims that HS stopped paying the monthly payments for the crashed McLaren.
Little update for you guys. You guys can be wondering, why have I stopped posting on HS? Well, he's been paying me. He's been paying me monthly, 10K a month, because he had to go on a payment plan. And he's struggling already. 2 months in, 3 months in, so...
We said 10K a month? Damn!
I had to roll up to Dubai. I had to remind him what's what. That was getting a bit to his head. Obviously, he's been on BBC, ITV. It's time to humble him. This wash guy with his wonky hairline. He's just been flying out girls to Dubai. He doesn't pull up on him and see what's up. It's time to humble this guy.
So obviously, I understand Adam's frustration here if HS is buying a new Lamborghinis but not making the payments. So Adam apparently confronted HS in person.
Yo, where the f*** is my money? Did you actually come here? You alright?
Bro, this is no joke.
What do you mean, where's your money, mate? It's in your mate. That's
Bro, you
where
owe
it's
me
at.
100k. Where's my money?
It's in your ass, mate. You don't even look at someone.
Fixing in this little rental SVJ.
Rental, mate.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, you know.
This guy's acting hard here because
know how much these
he's acting hard here because he's hiding behind the
Alright,
police.
let's go then, let's
Come
go.
on, then.
Bro, you freaking crashed his McLaren, and now you're gonna try to talk all high and mighty while sitting in a rented Lamborghini. Not even paying this guy his freaking like cash back for the freaking car you wrecked. What a douchebag!
Come.
Oh,
I
it
guess
got
conveniently
physical.
the camera proceeded to cut out, not showing any of the actual conflict, so who really knows what happens and if this is really real or not, but Adam claims the fight ended because HS fled the scene.
This guy is taking an L this time. He dipped like a little. He's right. I'm still out here in Dubai. I haven't moved yet. This guy's fucking driven off. Nowhere to be seen, yeah?
And while watching this, I mean, it can't get too much worse, right? Well, apparently it did. Adam met HS before he was supposed to go in and meet a girl for a date, and it kind of seems far-fetched. So I guess after the altercation happens, he then goes in and meets the date?
He literally just dipped. I'm guessing you were meeting him, eh? Just turned up for a date.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. The
What do you
question.
mean? Where?
We just had a little fight there.
What now?
Yeah.
Outside. Where's he gone?
No, it's probably run to his mom.
Well, bro's gonna, Mr. Steal Your Girl now is gonna slip right in.
Yeah, it
What's
kind of
up?
feels fake. I mean, this confrontation went so well, it feels fake. Oh, that guy you were supposed to meet here? Yeah, he owes me money and he's lying about everything to you. But nice to meet you. Enjoy your night. Talk about Fortnite dancing on the dude's grave. I mean, it feels like one of those fake Joey Salad videos from like 2016.
Yeah,
And I
why
mean,
get
I wish
involved
the
with
story
her?
didn't
Go
here,
home.
But, I mean, the dude's still running his sleazy paid groups, which just don't look good. They really do not look good. Because now that his house of cards of all of his flashy items are now essentially falling, that apparently he doesn't own that much stuff, that really makes the way he makes his money way shadier. Because his whole situation is essentially like, hey, look at this like crazy lavish lifestyle I live, which is apparently fake. But he goes, you too can live just like me. Just join my free Telegram group where I can then upsell you for paid calls for Forex option trading, baby. And then on top of that, I can also refer you to various brokers. What could go wrong? Or I guess what could go right for HS, who's promoting this, because that's a great way to siphon money from his fans' pockets into his own. And it's essentially just gambling, because let's be real, options trading is not something 99% of people should be doing. There's a very good reason why these options trading programs, especially the offshore ones, are extremely profitable. Because let's be real, they have a lot of similarities to gambling platforms. So I guess like his whole scheme is essentially step one, get someone into the Telegram. And here he'll like use the police trying to find him as clickbait to get people into the Telegram. And then once you get into the Telegram, you start getting upselled for trading signals. Well, then once you join there, apparently you get upselled yet again to how to use these trading signals. So essentially like it's like a paid stock group or paid Forex group. How to trade these currency exchanges and use all the leverage in your favor, baby. Yeah, that's, you want to learn from HS Tiki Talkie on how to handle your money. I'm sure you really do. Because basically the guy who's recommending brokers and paid groups to people to how to make money is also posting videos like this.
This message goes out to all wives, girlfriends, and tings around on Christmas Day. We just want some meaningful slops. Slop it like you mean it today. None of this 60-second shit and you're done, you're tired, your neck's hurting, your jaw's hurting. Nah, serious nectrician work tonight is all I ask to make my Christmas happy, okay? Slop me off under the mistletoe. Peace out.
What could go wrong? And as of right now, there's about
Seems
40,000
financially
people involved in his Telegram, so it's not a small community either. But either way, even though he committed a hit and run and fled the country, he's still posting videos like this in Dubai.
Almost died. Damn.
So I mean, hey, if I was someone HS scammed or injured in a car wreck, I can't really say I'd be too happy about that one. As of right now, the
I'd be
police
pretty
is
pissed
still
off.
looking for his whereabouts, so it's safe to say it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens with this one. But other than that, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video. Feel free to drop a subscribe down below if you're new here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Phenomenal video, my dudes. Absolutely love it.
This
Yeah,
TikTok
wow. I didn't know this guy was like going through a whole adventure. I remember that freaking that clip from when he originally crashed. I'm gonna go ahead and share the video on Discord, my dude. Go drop a like. Go show some support. Phenomenal. And I got another Atozy video immediately right after that one
This
too.
TikToker got 12 years of prison for
12 years. So first of all, I don't remember if I've seen the video about the poison dude yet. I think we saw that once. I don't know if it's a new one now, but so we're gonna skip over that one. But for now, but what's up with this other guy? I don't know who this is, but apparently this dude's getting 12 years in prison for something. What the frick is going on?
This TikToker got 12 years of prison for filming
And this
a
might be the
challenge
final TikToker getting prison time because there might not be any TikTok anymore from now on, right? It's gonna be banned now in the US.
for social media. And I mean, we've covered these guys before who film themselves cutting through traffic, doing 150 miles an hour on public roads, all for some social media attention. And sadly, this was the type of content this dude made before his arrest. So meet Noah Thomas Gale, and it's safe to say one of his social media challenges ended terribly wrong.
A Wellington man will soon be headed to prison after his reckless driving turned deadly.
Noah Galley accepted a plea agreement today for causing a traffic crash that took the lives of 6 people in 2022.
This whole story is just so depressing and avoidable. It's not like the first time we've covered a case like this, so I guess you already know the type. While it's definitely not even close to as bad, Jack Doherty is probably the most recent to appear on this channel doing something at a similar level of stupidity, where he not only put his own life at risk, but everyone else on the road, because he decided that he was going to live stream, look at chat, and drive all at the same time. Thankfully, Jack wasn't driving 150 miles an hour though, because that's a clear difference between the two. But Jack realized what he was doing was stupid because right before it happened, he even predicted it.
Literally, guys, you can't see shit. I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
And even prior to Jack, we've also covered the case of Squeeze Benz, whose entire online content revolves around speeding through the city streets, getting the police to chase them, and then trying to outrun the cops just for the thrill of it. And, of course, for social media attention. But even though these cases could have always been
I know, I'm probably, you guys are probably wondering, like, what's up with his eye? I'm picking my teeth.
They put random families that unfortunately have to share the road with them at risk. And sadly, the worst possible case scenario happened here. So here we have Noah, a 20-year-old former Instagram and TikTok influencer.
I'm gonna be real with you, Noah. They go eat you alive in prison, Noah. Prison's not the kind of place for someone like you that looks like you, Noah.
Who got 12 years in prison after ending the lives of 6 people in Delray Beach. But in order to fully understand this story, we need to go back 3 years in time to where the real incident actually happened. Because this absolute disaster happened in January of 2022, where at the time, Noah was only 17, and this was the age he started to build a following on social media, specifically on Instagram and TikTok. Here, he started getting traction for these quiz challenge contests, which doesn't sound too bad to begin with, but then you realize they're just straight up Darwinism. But the premise is kind of innocent, where, you know, his audience, they guess a question to his quiz, and if they answer correctly, he sends them $25 on Cash App. Now, if that was a normal quiz, there wouldn't really be too much to worry about. Just another teenager having fun on social media and interacting with his audience, until these quizzes were based on him flying down the road at an unknown speed. We don't have the footage to show the extent of menace this dude would be most of the time, but according to WESH2, one of the deputies who later worked on this case assured that one video posted to social media shows Gale driving 181 miles an hour on Interstate 95 past the Gateway Boulevard overpass. So you may be asking, what does this have to do with a quiz challenge? Well, as he was driving 150 plus miles an hour down the road, he would film himself and then have his audience guess, how fast was he going? That's right. So you have a teenager
how is that a quiz?
A public highway at 150 miles an hour plus, one hand on the wheel, one hand on his phone, looking around, trying to get that good angle, and then asking his audience, hey, how fast do you think I'm going? That is the dumbest thing I've heard of in a long time. Anyone
that's freaking stupid.
Brain cells would know that would end horribly, which it did. It's really hard to think of a more
that's a new level of stupid,
social media stunt. And what's absolutely disgusting about this is this was not some one-time stupid decision. His entire...
I mean, that's literally the same as just straight up being like, here's my challenge, text and drive at the same time. It's like, this is literally what we warn you not to do. How complicated is it?
content
Just put the freaking phone
revolved
down.
around these kinds of challenges. And this sadly led to the end
If
of
you're
6
driving,
innocent
just
lives
drive.
just a few weeks after he started doing this.
Noah Thomas Gall, who has turned 18 since the January 2022 accident, was behind the wheel of the BMW when the 6 women were killed leaving work, according to police.
So, again, on January 27, 2022, Noah was driving a BMW M5 down the road in Palm Beach County, recording himself posting pictures like he normally does. But if he ever challenged his audience to guess his speed, the person who would get $25 would be the one who replied 151 miles an hour. Yes, he was going 151 miles an hour on impact. And who did he hit? Well, he hit 6 farm workers who were heading home after a long shift. They were all inside of one SUV together, and they couldn't have seen it coming because the dude hit them at 150 miles an hour from behind.
Officers involved noticed a smell of alcohol coming from Noah, but investigators say they ran tests and nothing was found in his system. Data collected through the investigation from his car showed he was actually going 151 miles an hour. Investigators also discovered Instagram posts from his profile showing him driving at what they describe as extremely high rates of speed weeks before the crash happened. But today, at his first appearance,
Bro really filmed his own evidence against himself in court.
Defense team said those videos, however, never show his face, so there's no way to say for sure that it was him.
And as you would expect, this is a nightmare of a scene. 3 people were actually ejected out of the car. And all while, of course, the social media influencer Noah here, he walked away from that incident virtually unharmed. Sadly, the same could not be said for the 6 other victims. 5 of the victims passed away right on the scene, and the last one passed away.
Of course, he murders all 6 of them, but he gets to just walk the frick away like nothing happened.
Bro, this is one of those stories that just, like, I've read this story like 20 plus times now, and it's still, it's so bad. It's hard not to be frustrated with people like this.
The BMW struck a gray Nissan Rogue. It was occupied by 6 people, as we mentioned. 5 of them were deceased on scene, and 1 later was pronounced dead at the hospital.
6 people are gone because a teenager couldn't help himself from recklessly engagement farming on social media. Are you serious? And at first, Noah Gale was facing 90 years in prison, but Noah's father is Craig Gale, a very prominent local attorney in Florida. But Craig was actually not a part of his son's defense team. The defense attorney claimed that their client had been on psychiatric medicine since he was about 12, suggesting that this might have contributed to the accident. But they never specified what he was actually being treated for. They also talked about Noah's efforts to fundraise for the victims' families and that several significant undiagnosed medical conditions should be taken into account when it comes to his judgment. They even read a statement in court saying that not a day goes by in which Noah doesn't think about his reckless actions, and that he wishes every day that he had passed in the accident and not the victims. And while
he feels bad about it, guys. He shouldn't go to jail because he feels bad about it.
that's likely true, the whole situation is just depressing because the victims, they should have been here right now. And nobody has any business doing this kind of dumb challenges for some basic social media attention. But instead
really
of the
trying to
9
play
years
the
he was originally
victim.
facing after a plea agreement between both parties, he ended up getting 12 and a half years in prison. Obviously, that is still a hefty sentence, but low for ending the lives of 6 people. And then on top of that, just posting all these speed challenges continuously before the accident doesn't seem like much of the attitude of someone who was so concerned about human lives like that. The prosecutor of this case, Al Johnson, defended the plea deal, and he said it was fair and empathized that it had support from the victims' family members.
Why is this a fair resolution to this case?
We have a 17-year-old who
2
is
years per kid, 2 years per person
responsibility.
dead.
No amount of time will bring back the victims for their families.
Relatives of the victims did not attend today's court hearing, but Johnson says they agreed to the plea deal.
The victims all have written to us that they do not object to this. Some of them didn't even want him to go to jail at all. One wanted us to drop the case entirely.
But I mean, either way, at the end of the day, 6 families lost their loved ones. 6 women who were just trying to make it home from work never made it. 6 lives ended because someone thought social media clout was more important than basic human decency. And now, These families have to live with the knowledge of the person responsible will probably be out of prison before they turn 35. Was the social media attention really worth it for this $25 challenge? I hope not.
Haley Welch initially...
It sucks, dude. It
This
really
TikToker
sucks.
got 12.
But to be fair as well, though, what some people don't think about is that it's not just gonna be those 12 years. He's gonna get out of jail at 35, and it's gonna be like, first of all, I got a strong feeling he's not gonna be able to get a vehicle, a driver's license anymore. I get a strong feeling ain't nobody's gonna want to hire his ass. He's gonna be feeling this for a while, and frankly, well deserved on the prison time. What a stupid decision, dude. But at the end of the day, he took the lives of 6 people. Like a very such a small stupid mistake. Not even small, right? But like just a stupid, simple mistake led to 6 freaking people, dude, dying. Great video from Atozy. Thank you for making a video on it and bringing it to our attention. Damn, dude. It makes you wonder, like, just how bad, and this is why people don't understand just why videos like the whole, like, Jack Doherty, why Marquis Brownlee, and all these other freaking, like, YouTube, mainly Kick, honestly. Kick stream, like, street racing, street freaking, like, endangering, like, video, like, that's why I hate them, dude. Like, people don't understand just how bad a freaking crash can be. Freaking A. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today! I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi! That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!